Hi everyone, I'm Rukmani Kaur, Divine Channel, Spiritual Teacher and Medium. Thanks for coming back. So I have a few messages to deliver, and also one of the main key things that I was told to share with you is how can you tell if you have a low vibration guide or high level guide, which I will be sharing that with you at the end of this video. So the very first thing they were telling me is that in order for you to elevate higher, to raise your consciousness, the key words are love and gratitude. So love and gratitude, of course, for yourself, right? So love for yourself, even if at times it's difficult for you to look at yourself in the mirror and admire your totality, you know. So beginning with like small, if that's something that is difficult for you, beginning with some like little exercises, you know, perhaps like looking at yourself in the mirror in the eyes and say, I love you, or hey, you look pretty good today, you know. So that begins to increase more, not only your self-confidence, right, and accepting yourself, which goes hand in hand with what they're saying with love and gratitude, but at the same time, it begins to really wake up something within your body and within your entire being, that it starts to be like, hey, you know, she or him loves me. That's cool, awesome. And the acceptance begins to be more expanded, and it begins to tune you into the higher vibrations of unconditional love, right? Because that's what we want to feel 24/7 in this experience. And also gratitude. Okay, so gratitude, yes, for yourself, gratitude for your past experiences, because like how we've been saying before, if one little thing would have been changed, you would have been changed at this moment. So accepting, you know, that everything happened for a specific reason for you to be here, and life was just allowing you to experience different things in order for you to tune in into your own potential. And sometimes, you know, as humans, we have the tendency to be like, oh, poor me, or why is this happening, and just kind of like have a poop face on. But in reality, you know, when we begin to like say like, thank you, you know, like, okay, this is harsh, and I'm feeling it really deep, but I get it, you know, I get it. I'm learning from it, and I'll keep going, and I'll do a better job at being me, or having more gratitude for everything. So, and again, this is all practices, right? Especially love and gratitude, depending on how you grew up, or what you're watching, or how the people around you as you were a kid were interacting around you. It might be something difficult, you know, and it was completely difficult for myself because I completely destroyed myself. I hated myself for so many years, you know, being anorexic, bulimic, and then being addicted to painkillers and things like that. So like I had to work very hard at it, you know, very, very hard. But I mean, if anybody can do it, you can do it. So it's just a practice and continue. So like the little message that I'm receiving right now is, even if you start writing one little thing that you're grateful for every day, whether it's in the morning or night, sometimes it's best to do it at night, because you go into like that awareness and that beautiful feeling of gratitude that begins to expand, and you go into sleep to that. Or also, if it resonates with you in the morning, you know, as you're waking up, like, wow, okay, I'm here, I'm breathing, this is dope. And that begins to change the pace of the day and increasing the vibrations throughout your day. So those are very, very good. But now, at the same time, you know, when acceptance of things that, like I was saying, go hand in hand with love and gratitude. And remembering that if you continue to say, this is positive, this is negative, or this is bad, this is good, you are already still being very engaged into the 3D and the 4D. Because what happens is that you're separating, right? So duality. And now that's what happens in the fourth dimension. That's where duality begins to happen, and it continues into here. But so if you still have that, is because there's a really big attachment in your being with those kind of vibrations. And what happens is that those vibrations actually block your growth. And of course, we don't want to do that, right? So catch yourself, you know, if you are being judgmental, if you are putting somebody down. It doesn't even mean it just like, it could just be by expressions, by a look, or even with your words. So catch yourself when you're doing that, and remember that as you're doing that, you're literally blocking your growth, right? So if something super great is about to come to you and you continue to do that, you're actually lowering your vibrations, which is not very cool or not very fun, right? So keep in mind, you know, what you're saying and also what you're thinking is not just about what comes out of your mouth or your actions, but what's also in here, because everything gets registered. Everything gets registered in your being. You know, it's like a really amazing and super fast computer. So be aware of what's happening. And for example, I have one of my friends, one of my dear friends, I was like telling her about this awesome like channeler and healer. And I told her, yeah, he eats like chicken. You know, it's like, oh, no, I'm going to start following him right now. And, you know, bless her heart, she does an amazing job with her community. But, you know, that's also being judgmental, because you have no idea what this person is going through. You have no idea how he is. But the work that he's doing, it's dope, and it is so good for all of us. So I don't eat meat, you know. I used to call myself vegan, but then I realized that was kind of like putting me into this box. And I did catch myself at times, like when I would like see other people like eating meat, like, oh goodness, no. But who are we to judge, you know? Like I was saying, you have no idea what people are going through. And one example that I got was like, even serial killers have somebody they love, and they help them so much, which is true. Behind the scenes, we have no idea what's happening in people's world. So be aware of that. You know, be aware of like, if you're putting judgment, if you're not accepting somebody, and even accepting of where they are in their growth, right? You can be pushing, you can tell them do this and do that, but truly all we can do is be of service and guide others, and they choose when they want to continue to elevate or if they want to stay there in the same level. That's completely fine. We're all going through, you know, the ascension, and it's just our own pace, you know. We can't just have somebody like drag them along with us. No, that's not how free will works. So now the other thing is like, has your body begun to crack? So, you know, the crack, and as I say this, my body moves. Now, the crack is where the light enters, right? So if you begin to crack, that's a very good sign that you're getting into like higher aspects of your self-realization. And it's so important and crucial, like I was saying in the previous video, that to truly take some rest, you know, because your physical body is adjusting to so many things. And allow your physical body to do its job, because the intelligence of the physical body is beyond what your mind can fathom. So if your body begins to crack, it's just an example of what it is. Let it do it, you know, let it do it. And again, without allowing control, right? So we control, and then, well, we block things. We don't want to block it. Let the energy move, you know, because that's what happens. Let the energy move. And I'll do a video about like it actually means and how the crack happens. I'm just getting that right now. Now the other thing is like, now that we're at home for so long, most of us, right? Still take your time to treat yourself, whatever that means to you, right? Maybe make yourself some coffee if you really never do, or change out of your pajamas and put something else, or like move your body a little bit, dance, because your body wants to move, you know. And if it doesn't really move, then it will start to get depressed, and it will start to get to you. Especially that if you can't really go into the grocery store, or you can only go one time during the week, you know. So like take time to love yourself, take time to be grateful, again, you know, gratitude and love for your physical body, for your totality itself. Now, the last thing is about high-level guides. You know, we all have a guide, sometimes multiple guides. But how do you even know if you're working with a high-level guide or a low-level guide? It doesn't mean that one is bad and one is good. What it means is a high-level guide can actually help you reach higher into the level of consciousness, where a low-level guide is there, yes, it's helping you, but it's not helping you to elevate, because one of the main concerns in the jobs of a high-level guide is to help you raise your vibration, help you elevate. So whenever you're getting a message, right, so if you, first of all, if you're not certain if it's a good guide, you know, ask them, do you come from the light? The guides don't lie, and they will tell you the truth. And if they say no, be like, okay, you know, bye. But if it is yes, like, okay, cool, you know, you can ask them also your high-level guide, you can ask them if they had been on Earth, and things like that. But the way you know how to differentiate if it's a low-level guide or high-level guide is that if you're getting some information, right, if you're receiving some information and you begin to feel all those emotions that we tend to put them as negative, as in such as anger, sad, frustration, depression, etc., then that is a low-level guide. And yes, there might be some things that you can learn from it, but that feeling, that icky feeling, is not really going to take you much higher than where you are at the moment. So if that is the case, then begin to say, like, okay, thank you for your guidance, I'm very grateful, but I'm asking for a high-level guide. And if you're ready, trust me that most of you are, then it will come. It will so come, and you will feel it, a sensation in your heart, their presence, full unconditional love. You will know there's a high-level guide. And if you haven't gotten in touch with your guides, you can ask. You know, there's so many guides, so many high vibrational beings around us that are waiting to connect and waiting to help you to get higher, or to like just get to know yourself in a deeper way, or even perhaps guide others to do the same. So take that in mind, and if you want to connect with your guide, just say it. You know, it will, trust me, that it will appear pretty much right away. So yes, that's it. I do live channelings on my Facebook page, which the link is right below, and I do them pretty much every morning at 10 a.m. U.S. Central Time, or at 8 a.m. Pacific time. If you're in Colombia, in Peru, in South America, in Quito, in Ecuador, then it is at 10 a.m. as well. I will do more, but now that everybody in the country is at home, the internet likes to take its own time to do things. In the morning it works best. And if I have more messages, then I either type it out or record a video and post it later. So thank you so much for watching. Please help us spread our message, like this video, share the video, subscribe to our channel, and so much gratitude. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Many blessings.